snowy Bills Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway in Buffalo. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
On 2nd and 15 now. Carr. He'll check this down to Hines. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Carr going to throw. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
44, Mike, 44. Come on.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
second down and 4. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And Chris Barnes there on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Singletary trying the left side. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Hard throw, incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Carr. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Moss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Zach Moss with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Carr. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. And that is incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Singletary. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
On 1st down, Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Allen going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Shakes off the sack. But it stays up. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Singletary here running out of the gun. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it. And I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hines. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. On 3rd down, Hines. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. This to Hines on the drop-off. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Carr lets this go for Renfro downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Allen. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So we reach halftime at what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, he was was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Mike 14. You got nothing. Mike 14. Mike 14. Silver.
Allen now looks to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
That's the way. 44. Mike 44.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Working with a 2nd and 4.
Hey, pick your game up. Check 99. Check 99.
They go right back to Singletary. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 3. Hey, alert 3. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now Allen going to give it to Moss. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Strip that ball. Mike 55.
Now a toss to Singletary running to the left. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Mike 14. 14. Blue there. 56. Change the look. Hey, check.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And he missed it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
2 yards, good enough for a first. Now a play fake. Carr. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Here's Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, Hines, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. This is Hines. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll try the left side. It's Hines. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now a give right side. Hines. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Nyheim Hines with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Shaun Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
His defensively got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. To the air, Allen. Under pressure, they got him again. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Returnable here from the 38. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. On 2nd and 9, Carr. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. A tackle almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Check 52. Watch that.
Singletary again. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. Kill, kill, kill. Deuce, 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 deuce. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. On 2nd down, right back to Hines. They find some open field here. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Carr. Pass complete to Hines. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Finds Hines again for the completion. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. They run with Hines. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Carr to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Bills, the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7.
And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.